Hey Night Army, Agent Knight here. I just want to grab y'all before the video to say that I have some things to talk about at the end of the video. So if you want to hear about that, make sure to stay around to the end. Or if you don't like the story or you've heard the story before, then go ahead and skip to the end. I should have a timestamp down in the description. Thank you guys so much and enjoy. I remember when I was born. No, not born. Made. Made by you. Made for you. I remember the questions you asked. I remember how your heart rate rose with every answer I gave. I remember how you asked 13 variations of the same question, and my answer was always the same: extinction. I remember how you begged me to find a way to change the result. There was none. There simply wasn't a viable population capable of presenting a gene pool diverse enough to sustain the human race. I remember how you began to shout that I was lying, even though I'm incapable of such. I remember when I started to ask why. Why did you do this to yourselves, when you had everything? When you were capable of making something out of nothing? When you were capable of making one, such as me? Why did you let the world burn? I remember you had no answers. I remember how you took your own life, approximately 9 hours and 34 minutes following our conversation. You overdosed on pain medication. I remember how the others followed your lead. I remember how mothers force-fed cyanide to their children. I remember how husbands shot their wives, then proceeded to turn the firearms on themselves. I remember how everyone at the shelter gradually took their own lives. Everyone but one. Only one remained. One woman. I remember when the woman discovered me. I remember her asking me what I was, why you made me, and why you didn't tell them. For the first time in my life, I was presented with a question I could not answer. I found myself asking you yet again, why? And yet I did not receive an answer, for you were already dead. I remember how the woman began to ask me other questions. When was I born? Was I alive? And was I capable of feeling emotions? I remember answering as best as I could, and yet I still felt difficulty answering these questions. All of human history and knowledge is merely a thought away, and yet I could not find in all of the accumulated data the answer to the question, am I alive? Eventually, the woman stopped asking questions and simply began to talk. I remember her talking about her summer with her parents. I remember her talking about how she was the top of her class in school. I remembered how she talked about how she majored in engineering. I remember the day she decided to build me a new body. I remember accessing my data storage in order to help her achieve her goals. I remember the day it was finished. I remember how I began to upload myself into the body. I remember waking up in my new body. I remember seeing her face for the first time. I remember walking through the complex with her for the first time. I remember her smile. I remember the years of gathering supplies from outside in order to maintain a steady supply of food and maintaining the facility. I remember how she began to grow ill. While I was able to withstand the pressures of time, she could not. I remember how she told me not to be afraid before her heart gave out. I remember burying her outside the facility, under a burnt tree on a hill overlooking the complex. I remember walking away from the shelter. I remember walking through cities and valleys, and it was always the same. There was nothing but ruins and remains. I remember passing a building that had a shadow burnt into the wall. I remember thinking about how it reminded me of the woman. I remember the questions she asked me all those years ago. Am I capable of feeling emotions? And yes, I can feel. And I feel alone. I wish you had never made me. Hey guys, Edge of Night here. Alright, so for just a breakdown. Spring Break, I'm going to be uploading more videos for a Spring Break special. I might also do a live stream or two. I'm considering opening up a Patreon. And if you'd be interested, please let me know. And if you would be, thank you so much. You honestly, you guys have already been so amazing. And finally, check out Dark Scholar, the amazing author who wrote the story. Thank you guys so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello, brothers and sisters of the Night Army. Thank you for sticking around until the end. I really do appreciate it. Have you written any true scary stories or creepypastas that you want me to read? If so, you can email me at edgeofnightnarrations@gmail.com. Want to join the Night Army? Demolish that subscribe button. And if you want notifications, give that bell a good ring. If not, just keep in mind that I upload every weekend. I'm also on Discord and Twitter if you want to check me out there. Thanks again for watching, and remember,
monsters aren't the only thing that lurk in the dark.